It's the 21st of May, 2 p.m. on a Saturday in Bursford, Ealing, and people from the local community have come out to protest against the closure of the Charlie Chaplin Children's ward. Among the protesters were members of the local community, members of the Young Socialist Party and Workers' Revolutionary Party, and also members of the GNB. The A&E is under threat of also being shut down, and ambulance services have been told not to bring children to Ealing Hospital's A&E section. The people took to the streets in hope that their voices will be heard and changes will be made based on what the people want for their community.
No privatisation! Save Charlie Chaplin ward! That's it.
Come on, join us.
Join the march.
Come on, join the march.
Children's services. Don't let them close down the Charlie Chaplin Children's ward. Don't let children be at risk in Ealing. Don't let them be at risk in Southall. Save the Chaplin ward.
21st of March, and we're here at the Ealing Broadway Hospital attending a protest arranged by the Socialist Workers' Party. And essentially we have here a group that's comprised of people from the community, and this is a very strongly ethnic-based community. We're coming here today to protest the closure of the Charlie Chaplin's school ward.
Thank you everybody for coming here. This is a very, very big occasion. We have to continue to fight so that Children's Hospital will not be closed. I'm a nurse. I work for so many years. There are so many changes coming. We must not let the present government to subdue us so that the Children's Hospital will be closed. Instead of them to be closed, we have to expand it. We need more members. We need trade union to come and support so that Children's Hospital will be open. Are we going to win? Yeah! Thank you for coming.
Congratulations everyone for marching and fighting to save Ealing Hospital. The fight is just beginning. We're not going to let this hospital close. We're not going to let them close the children's services. They intend to close the Charlie Chaplin Children's ward on the 30th of June, and on that date also they intend to stop children being treated in A&E. If an A&E does not treat children, it's no longer an A&E. We can't let them close this hospital. It was opened in the 1970s to meet the needs of an expanding population. That population is expanding more. But what we've got today is a Tory government that is determined to smash up the welfare state. The welfare state that was brought in at the end of the Second World War for the working class. But the working class is not defeated and will not say farewell to its greatest ever achievement.
So the findings at the end of the day with regards to this protest against the closure of the Charlie Chaplin Children's ward at Ealing Broadway Hospital is that a lot of people, especially from the ethnic group within the area, feel really passionate and really unhappy with the way that things are being dealt with their local hospital, because they've already seen the closure of the maternity ward, and they are being under the threat of a closure of their local A&E. In the future, if their hospital does close down, the only other 2 hospitals that they have are 8 miles away from their current location. And the feeling that was expressed by many of the people who we interviewed and who we saw on that day is that this is a life and death situation. If it is a case that someone, God forbid, has a heart attack or any serious medical condition that requires medical attention straight away or within a reasonable amount of time, there are people who feel that they will not be able to get that, because the closure of all these hospitals is putting more pressure under the NHS and under the existing hospitals who are not sort of being affected by these major cuts. And the people are simply not happy with what's being done. They're not happy with the way they're being treated. They're not happy with how it's going to affect their local community, because obviously, as I've said before, the community in that area is a very highly densely populated and has been growing. And so the fact that they're wanting to close all these wards, which are so vital and have been so efficiently working, is seen as ridiculous.
Members of the local community have vowed to protest up until the 30th of June, which is when the children's ward is scheduled to close, with many stating that they will not let the ward close or allow the staff to be sent home.